It is my hope that you are enjoying your weekend. Welcome to Weekend Live here on KUTV. Today being Saturday, the 27th day of May 2023. Politics has taken center stage today. Remember, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has today met former Jubilee Party parliamentarians hailing from the central region at his official residence in Karen. At the same time, UDA Party Deputy, or rather Vice Chairman, CHEPKOECH has resigned. We have these stories and many more, including this. DP Gachagua meets former Central Kenya parliamentarians as fight for Mount Kenya kingship unravels. UDA Vice Chairperson CHEPKOECH resigns, says he is opposed to party position on housing levy and cost of living. Laikipia First Lady vows to address menstrual health just a day to global commemoration of menstrual hygiene. And Vihiga Queens are the Kenya Women Premier League champions for the year 2023. Our sign language interpreter this evening is RUTH CHEPKOECH. My name is Joseph Kess, standing in for Daphne Orina. We're also live on YouTube at KUTV Kenya, and you can tweet us your feedback at KUTV_Kenya and at Kess Joseph Kenya. Now, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has today hosted former Jubilee Party parliamentarians from Central Kenya who expressed their full support for the Kenya Kwanza administration. The DP held consultations at length with the lawmakers who lost in the last elections at his official residence in Karen, Nairobi, as the battle for the control of Central Region rages on.
Former Jubilee Party members of Parliament from Central Kenya have today pledged to fully support President William Ruto's administration after meeting and having consultation with the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua at his residence in Karen. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua saying that he was grateful to host the ex-lawmakers he served with in the last Parliament, adding that he is ready to work with anyone to ensure the success of President William Ruto's government. In his statement, the DP is saying that, and I quote, "We were best of friends, but we parted ways when bad politics crept in after the infamous handshake on March 9, 2018. We have taken time to catch up and review the politics that divided us." End of quote. He further added that, and I quote, "They have distanced themselves from Azimio la Umoja One Kenya demonstrations and attempts to revive criminal gangs to cause violence and mayhem in society." End of quote. The DP statement on Azimio and the attempt to revive criminal gangs comes just a day after former Mungiki leader Maina Jenga presented himself at the DCI headquarters to help with the investigation into allegation of operating a secretive criminal gang and for being in possession of 90 rolls of bangi and 2 pistol guns. Jenga, who supports Azimio la Umoja Raila Odinga, was later released after his supporters camped outside DCI headquarters demanding his release. As the fight on who remains to be the Mount Kenya region kingpin intensifies, the new Kenya Kwanza allies have vowed to support Ruto's regime to the end. James Murekemanda, KUTV.
And the United Democratic Alliance Vice Chairman CHEPKOECH has resigned from the position. Panyako says that his stances against the high cost of living and the housing levy contradict those of the UDA party. Panyako, who is also the Secretary General of the Kenya National Union of Nurses, unsuccessfully vied for Malava constituency seat on a UDA ticket in the 2022 elections. On May 10th, CHEPKOECH expressed his reservations on President Ruto's leadership, saying that he had abandoned some of his campaign promises. And the Azimio parliamentarians in Kisii County have petitioned President William Ruto to intervene as a matter of urgency on the current high cost of living. Senator Richard Onyonka and Kitutu Chache South legislator Anthony Kibagendi are of the opinion that their electorate are in need of intervention from the national government, which will offer some relief from the current harsh economic times.
I want to appreciate our parents of Cardinal Otunga.
Speaking at Cardinal Otunga High School, Mosocho, during the institution's Thanksgiving Day, Kisii Senator Richard Onyonka urged President William Ruto to be alive to the situations Kenyans are facing and better understand their needs.
It is not urgent to deal with the issue of housing right now. Right now, Kenyans are hungry. We need food. Right now, Kenyans need affordable healthcare. And right now, I think Kenyans need affordable, higher technical education.
According to the senator, poverty in the country is on the rise and may soon spiral out of control. Senator Onyonka reiterated the growing opposition to the 3% housing levy and other contentious contents of the Finance Bill 2023, adding that prices of essential commodities such as food and petroleum reduced.
Mheshimiwa Rais, tafadhali soma magazeti uone wananchi wamekataa tax ya nyumba. Wananchi hawataka kununua nyumba. Punguza bei ya sukari, punguza bei ya mafuta, punguza bei ya vitabu, punguza bei. Next month, Mr. President, our fuel will be 200 shillings a litre.
The senator also defended ODM party leader and opposition chief Raila Odinga, saying that he carries no blame to the matter of countrywide price increment on products such as milk.
Kuongeza levy ya 3% kwa katika payslips za Wakenya itaumiza watu wetu sana. Haswa walimu ambao tuko hapa nao siku ya leo.
Kitutu Chache South Member of Parliament Anthony Kibagendi echoed Onyonka's sentiments, further stating that housing was not a priority for Kenyans at this time and that a 3% deduction, if approved, will hurt public servants already reeling from financial difficulties.
What are our people going to do? The poverty levels in our country have reached a stage where if you don't watch out, this country is going to break down. It has nothing to do with Azimio. It has nothing to do with Raila. Raila did not increase the price of milk.
The lawmaker also wants the government to actualize affordable technical education and institute policies that could turn around ailing economic situation. Munene Weru, KU TV.
And the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, that is IPOA, has opened investigation into the fatal shooting at Isebania police station that has left 6 people dead. An irate mob reportedly staged a rioters' attempt to invade the police station in Kuria West, Migori County on Thursday evening. According to a statement released earlier today, IPOA says it has dispatched a rapid response team to conduct the probe into the matter.
Independent Policing Oversight Authority has launched investigations into Migori shooting incident that left 6 dead and several others, including police officers, injured. The Thursday evening incident is reported to have occurred as police officers from Isebania police station attempted to restore calm through a public order management operation. The mob is said to have been protesting against rising insecurity cases. In a statement, IPOA chairperson Anne Makori confirmed the dispatching of a rapid response team to launch investigations into the deaths and injuries, an action which was initiated yesterday through IPOA regional office in Kisumu. IPOA has called upon members of the public to maintain peace and observe lawfulness as the authority investigates the matter. Makori has also assured the public that IPOA will take appropriate actions upon conclusion of investigations, including recommending that the Director of Public Prosecutions pursue any person found culpable. According to National Police Service Act, police officers shall always attempt to use non-violent means first, and the force used shall be proportional to the objective to be achieved or resistance of the person against whom it is used. IPOA has termed its investigations as impartial, fair and transparent, as the public now waits to see if justice will be served. Joseph Oyomo, KUTV.
Now to some sad news. 4 people are nursing injuries following their involvement in a road accident at Sachangwan in Molo, Nakuru County. The CHEPKOECH bus involved in the accident left Nairobi at 10:15 p.m. and was ferrying passengers to Bondo in Siaya County. The 3 passengers and driver who were injured are recuperating at Nakuru Hospital. The remaining passengers were booked into CHEPKOECH Nakuru rescue bus and proceeded with their journey. The cause of the accident is yet to be identified. Well, that story takes us on our first break of the night. We still have plenty more ahead. Weekend Live resumes shortly. Stay with us.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audio-visual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
So it's not the duty of the prosecutor to investigate. The prosecutor will only evaluate the evidence that has been brought forth by the investigative agencies. And that's why we criminal law practitioners take advantage. Yeah, because you know, well, you are here arguing this case with me, but you did not investigate.
You don't know what are the details of this particular case.
Yeah.
I'm your hostess, Becky.
And my name is DJ Terrell.
We start you off with a word of prayer and get you started with a live transformational worship experience. And have our minds renewed by the word of God on the word segment.
And not forgetting new music za hii wiki, yani ndakuwa bado nawapatia pale wasanii wamekuwa kiwakali. So make sure manzo tune in because zitakuwa zina flow pia pale mixes kwa wingi, yani zitakuwa zina come through, and pia performance yani from our gospel artist hapa on Gospel Art
from 7 to
10 a.m. only on KUTV.
Welcome back to Weekend Live. Let's continue with the broadcast. Now, Laikipia County First Lady Grace Irungu has committed to supporting accessibility to menstrual health and sanitary products. Her statement of commitments comes ahead of the global commemoration of Menstrual Hygiene Day tomorrow. The County First Lady spoke as she led a menstrual hygiene summit in Nanyuki. Various stakeholders attending the event singled out lack of awareness, culture, climate change, and high cost of living as key contributors to period poverty.
Ahead of the global commemoration of Menstrual Hygiene Day on Sunday, stakeholders have identified lack of public awareness, culture, climate change, and the high cost of living as major reasons for period poverty among many women in Kenya. During a menstrual hygiene summit in Nanyuki, Laikipia County First Lady Miss Grace Wakahora Irungu expressed her commitment to support local communities in ensuring the accessibility of menstrual health services and products in the region. She emphasized the importance of empowering young girls and women to regain their menstrual dignity.
We will champion for menstrual health of our adolescents and youth in our country, and will partner with the right-minded stakeholders to ensure that our adolescents regain their menstrual dignity.
Laikipia East Assistant County Commissioner Kimberly Champagne notes that Indigenous women and girls living with disabilities are disproportionately affected by the lack of access to sanitary hygiene products and facilities. She points out that some of them suffer silently since menstruation is still largely a taboo.
We're also talking about the rights of differently abled people who face secondary discrimination because of having their periods, and they're not able to maybe get good facilities to be able to help themselves during their menses. So we are working.
Grace Wandene, the director of Drawing Dreams Initiative, which is a Laikipia County-based community organization, says that 65% of women and teenage girls in Kenya are unable to access or afford sanitary products. Furthermore, 72% of boys lack awareness about reproductive health education, which contributes to persistence of period poverty.
And it's about time that we end period poverty. We are in the 21st century. We are in 2023. So that's why our theme, we curated our theme, which is reimagining and strengthening collective action to ensure that we are all together in this journey and see what best practices can we put together to solve period poverty.
Menstrual Hygiene Day is marked annually on May 28th and seeks to raise awareness on the need for empowering women and dispel the myths and taboos around menstrual health hygiene, since it is a normal fact of life. Yvonne Kemuma, KU TV.
Now, look at this. Teachers from 115 schools in the Mozambican province of Manica are creating their own teaching material using cardboard, plastic gallon jugs and bags made from raffia leaves offered by the community. They say they are saving money by replacing expensive conventional teaching material while also conserving the environment.
In the interior of Mozambique, more often than not, the school year starts with a shortage of books. Resourceful teachers from some schools in Manica started transforming garbage into teaching tools. First grade children learn while they play.
People buy cooking oil containers, then we pick it up, wash it, and transform it into teaching material.
The schools in Manica are recycling plastic containers and cardboard and turning them into cutout items, allowing children to learn numbers, letters, and syllables. Constantino Bacachesa teaches in Manica, and he uses a sharp knife to carve out the letters and numbers. He says children learn while playing, and it has had a major impact on the development of young minds.
When children in a classroom don't have their own material, they are not motivated. But when they see this material, it's marvelous. It really helps them learn how to read, to write, even with math. For example, they learn the numbers and how to count. Some first graders don't know how to read the numbers, but when they see how they look, they learn how to write them down.
Sitting on the floor on tiny benches made from eucalyptus and pine tree trunks, the children are given what teachers call a soup of numbers and letters, which they use to count and build simple words. The view of teaching in Bandula, a village that lacks many basic tools.
We have used only theory. It wasn't enough for the kids' needs. Now, using this material, we can show the kids tangible things. For example, when we talk about the letter A, we have that mix of letters and we ask the student to identify which one is letter A, and the student is able to identify.
Ana Dulce, director of Save the Children International in Manica, one of the major partners in the education sector, pointed out that recycling has allowed the reallocation of financial resources that were once spent in the purchase of conventional teaching material.
We had to buy teaching material from different bookstores, so we thought about sustainability and the environment, and we saw that it was possible to use the containers to produce teaching material. So I can say that this was one of our greatest achievements, because we produced this teaching material that children have used since 2019-2020 and are still using today.
Teachers say playful, interactive teaching and the teaching materials help spark creativity and a love of learning. For André Batista in Bandula, Mozambique, Barbara Santos, VOA News.
And authorities in Somalia's capital, Mogadishu, are implementing a plan to regulate the city's auto rickshaw taxis to ease traffic congestion, while drivers call for reduced taxes. VOA's Abdi Aziz Barrow spoke to people impacted by the regulation in Mogadishu.
These auto rickshaws, or bajajs as locals call them, are part of the daily transportation routine for thousands in Somalia's capital city, Mogadishu. But a new law designed to cut down on traffic will regulate what days the city's 50,000 rickshaw taxis can operate on the roads and limit them to a maximum of 15 days of driving per month. The idea is to separate the taxis into two groups.
It is a system to register more than 50,000 rickshaw taxis in Mogadishu in order to separate them and mark them into A and B categories, to reduce traffic congestion, to manage and to reduce the burden or strain they put on the city.
Abdullahi Bashir Aden is an auto rickshaw operator and supports the new plan. He's been in this business for 5 years, supporting his family of 10.
If we are divided into A and B, we will receive more income than we used to. So I welcome the move, and I would like the government to divide us. It's a good thing.
But Aden also says that if he can only operate his rickshaw half of the days in a month, the government should cut the high monthly tax he pays in half as well.
We pay $15 in taxes and we work for 15 days. That doesn't work for us. We complied with the government's law, so we are requesting a reduction in taxes, possibly by half.
Authorities have not yet signaled whether they will honor some drivers' demand to cut taxes, but they say that taxes collected under the new plan are less than what was collected before.
The tax they used to pay was $30, but it was reduced to $15 in the last 2 to 3 years. So there's a big difference between what it was and what is now. The drivers also make a lot of money now than before. Their income has also increased.
In Mogadishu and the other cities across Somalia, auto rickshaw taxis are a significant source of employment for thousands of young people. While the new plan may reduce traffic congestion and security concerns, some say it could also lead to job losses. For Abdi Aziz Barrow and Abdul Aziz Usman, Salim Solomon, VOA News.
And that story from Somalia takes us on yet another break. Coming back, we will be taking a look at sports news. Keep it here.
of Fashion Diaries.
Jadi music group was releasing, and the release was a success. So when we are giving you that, we also complement it up with any other thing that should and can complement that suit in accordance with the spectrums of the suit in question.
Focus on Health is a show that creates awareness on matters health and informs you on various diseases, their causes, treatment, prevention, coping, and support. So join me, Boari Michelle, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. only on KUTV. You can also follow us on our social media platforms at KUTV Focus on Health on Facebook and also on YouTube, and Health Focus on Instagram, because your health is your wealth. Stay safe and stay healthy.
Welcome back to Weekend Live. Now, Vihiga Queens are the 2022-2023 Kenya Women Premier League champions after blowing away Health Plus Gospel 2-1 at Police Circle Stadium in the last match of the FKF Women Premier League. The Vihiga-based side walked away with a trophy and 1 million shillings as prize-winning money. Gospel Women had given the fixture a wide berth after it emerged that there will be no prize for the second place. The Boniface Nyamu charge will now shift focus to CHEPKOECH Championship that will be used as qualifiers for Women's CAF Champions League set for July this year in Kampala, Uganda.
Focus yetu ilikuwa lazima tushinde game zote za ligi, Gasp ikiwa moja hizo team. Haingetuzuia sababu tulikuwa tumechukua ubingwa, but haingetuzuia kulegeza ili tupate ushindi. Kwa kila ligi lazima kukuwe na mahali tumelegea. So naweza sema hatujakuwa perfect vile. Tumekuwa na changamoto kwa playing unit, tumekuwa na wachezaji wachache. Going forward tutaraise wachezaji wengine ambao pia tutaboost wakuja utusaidie ndio tutimize lengo letu ya kucheza CHEPKOECH.
And the second edition of Junior Golf Tournament attracted 23 schools, an increase from the 20 that took part in the first tournament played in March this year. The second tournament at the Windsor Golf and Country Club saw a mixture of high schools, primary schools, international schools, children's homes, and even kindergartens chasing the title. The president of the Junior Golf Foundation, Regina Gashora, and the directors of those schools now want the competition to be organized every month to give an opportunity for golf championships.
The good thing is that JGF is up to age 21. So the juniors who are between 15 and 18 will be with us until they're 21 years old. They'll just be playing the world ranking tournaments vis-a-vis the US kids tournaments.
And with sports done, we say news done. Thank you so much for being a part of the news broadcast. Our sign language interpreter has been RUTH CHEPKOECH. My name is Joseph KEES. Until we meet again next time, enjoy the rest of your weekend.